All right, let me just see if that's going to... Never does it do or hold the way... Oh, sorry, folks. I don't know what I just did, but I think... I don't know what's going on here. Cancel. Did I hit this flip around button or something? Oh, for God's sakes. Guys, I don't know why I don't have a picture here. There. Holy crap. Hear me, because this is getting ridiculous. I take a day off and I can't work. Nothing functions for me. Nothing functions for me when I take a day off work. Hey, everybody in YouTube and TikTok land. How's it going? I appreciate your patience in me not going live yesterday. It's been a rough week. It's been a rough week. Let me see if I can just adjust you guys a little bit more. There we go. So let me say hi to everybody on YouTube. Well, it's not obviously not very many people talking. Hey, Betty Randall, Seashell, aloha, darling. Celeste Autocure, Freaky Geek. Joe, you're here. MJW. Is that Mary Jean Weeds? Simply Jessica. Steven. Timothy Williams and Yoshi. Now, let me just go over and make sure I'm on live chat. Connie, the brain tumor warrior. Hey, Connie, how's it going? And how's everybody over in TikTok land? Now, listen, guys, I know you want an update. Okay? And if you folks see me looking this way, it's because I'm talking to TikTok as well. First things first, I sent the stumps of my white sage with a little prayer into the wood stove and up into the sky for Canada. And it is time now to start a brand new smudge. So I know you guys want an update. Hey, Leanne, Skippy Jones. And I'm going to do my best to update you without ticking off BoobTube, okay? Our Prime Minister has invoked the Emergencies Act, which has replaced, in 1988, it replaced the War Act, okay? It's never been invoked. Not even when we had the ice storm, okay? It's never been invoked in Canada. So, do you see the video of them breaking windows? I see nobody breaking windows. We're Canadians. We don't do that kind of shit. So, what's happening now is they're debating it in Parliament, right? Because before it can actually pass, it has to go through all of the other parties. They all have to vote on it, and so does the Senate. So, but in the meantime, and they have canceled the talks for the weekend. Isn't that convenient? So in the meantime, because it has been invoked, it's giving the police much more power than they would normally have. And if you see our trucker convoy folks getting arrested, they're not going to, don't start any riots, or for God's sakes. You know why? Because so far all they can do is charge them with mischief. They'll probably get a good snooze and some hot food. They need to grab safety cones to put over the... Whatever. I'm just saying, until... we got a week. Okay? We've got a week. Since the time it was invoked until it has to pass through Parliament and actually put into action. But in that meantime, yeah, Trudeau's treating the police like his own personal hired thugs. So, I know Skippy Jones, of course. But I mean, don't ever think that there's, that this is the end. It's not. Okay. And Brother John, J00 says hello to everybody. Is it 7 days, 7 business days, or 7 parliament days? I have no idea. All I know is nobody in that parliament in their right mind is going to allow that to pass. They're just taking the weekend off to let the police do some tidying up, apparently. If you want to see what I really think, I will, and you can't do this on TikTok because I can't post links on TikTok. If you really want to see what I think, I'm going to give you the link to my Rumble video. Now, if you can't find me on Rumble, just type Google Mrs. Wolfie at Rumble. No .ca, no .com. Mrs. capital M, capital V, Mrs. Wolfie at Rumble, and it'll bring him up my channel. Hey, friend, Kozishki. Yes, me too, Freaky Geek. Me too. I mean, let's put it this way. All right. In any kind of standoff or hostage situation, what's the first thing they do? They bring in a negotiator and open a dialogue. But that never happened, right? So I've given you my Rumble video on my take on this, and yesterday was a really rough day for me. I forgot to take. Hey, from Red Deer, Alberta. Hi, Tiger Lily. How are you? So let's do some positivity. Let's do some negativity cleansing here. Oh, smoke of the sacred white sage. Not the thread. Thank you. Cleanse this room and this chat and our discussion of negativity. Push back the negative and evil intent. Cleanse me. Help me to be pure in thought, in message, and in heart. Okay? My feather is downstairs. And into the sand of the abalone shell it goes. Okay. Now. Mahalo. What is mahalo, seashell? What does that mean? How's it going, Becky? Hey, Jessica. I've had a rough couple of days. Yes, and it will be Freaky Friday tonight for my patrons, and God knows we need it. Now, I had a rough day yesterday. I forgot it's February, and I suffer, among other things, I suffer seasonal affective disorder, or SAD, right? And I've been, for that, to combat that, I take a lot of D3 in the wintertime, and I have been forgetting my D3. D3 is the sunshine vitamin. So, if we don't stop the corruption now, we're done. Just say it. Oh, I get it. I get it. No, that's not negative. That's truth. There's a difference, right? That's truth. It's not, you're not being negative when you say we got to stop the corruption. Of course we have to stop the corruption. And what upsets me the most is that, how am I going to say this without putting up red flags? What upsets me, see, I'm bound by YouTube, eh? Like if this was just straight TikTok, I'd be trucking it. But what upsets me the most is it was like the cavalry coming in, right? The cavalry came in and parked on the front doorstep of the person that needed to be heard, to hear us. All over the country they came from. We came from. And he didn't even open the dialogue. The truckers have not escalated anything. They've just been standing their ground. All of the bullshit that has gone on since is because they're, and we've all said the same thing: stand, but don't engage. And they've been poking the bear and poking the bear and poking the bear, and lie after lie after lie, after planted flags, after planted people, and everything to discredit a peaceful protest. And now they're trying to make that unlawful. That cannot happen. True North, strong and free. And that's all I got to say. Anyway, it is very real. I suffer from depression all year round. No, I don't suffer from it, really, because I've been medicated. I don't know. Briar's going to be 29 on Sunday or Monday, somewhere around there. And I was diagnosed by my GP when he was an infant as having severe depression. And I have since been able to cut back on my depression meds, but it still hits me sometimes. And if I forget to take my vitamin D3 in the wintertime, I can have a downturn, which is, and considering everything that's going on in my country right now, that's not an unexpected thing to happen, right? Do Canadians have guns? We're not New Zealand. We're not Australia. Yeah, we got guns. Woo! There's something. But the thing is we are hunters, right? And that's the next thing the liberal government is going after is our weapons. Our these are tools to us. I went through a hunters and gun safety course that lasted an entire weekend, and I passed it all 100%, written and physical and oral exam. Do I have a license do I have a license to hunt? You bet your fur I do. Do we have hunting tools? Yes, we do. I get it, Julia. I get it. Thank you, Kim. It's been, they are going to have to do, a lot of people are going to come home with mental, oh, honey, don't even get me started on the mental health issues of what's happening. Like, I'm a full-grown adult, aware of my shortcomings, right? Aware of, my mental, emotional, and spiritual health, even though I forgot to take my D3. And I complied with masks for 2 years. Almost 2 years, until it became a mental health and an emotional health issue. And I'm aware of what's going on. I am awake and present in what's happening in the world right now. What's that doing to the kids? Forced compliance. It doesn't make any sense. So I don't know who needs to hear this, but the door to personal happiness, the door to personal healing and happiness. Now, what do we see when we look at this door? I don't know who needs to hear this, but the door is open. The door is open, but notice it is a door. What does that mean? It means you have to choose to walk through that door and claim your personal healing and happiness. It's not something that's just going to happen. You have to be a willing participant in that healing process. You have to walk through. The only way out is through. You feel me? They're using frequency weapon on people in Ottawa. Are they? We're not going to, Helen. We're not. It's just people wanted an update, and how can you not talk about it? How can you not talk about it? But the truth is, these are desperate times, but not so desperate. Like that's what's been happening. They've been trying to drive the Canadian people to violence, and we're just not doing it. We're just not doing it. Right? And the truth is, violence is going to start happening. They're trying to push us to the point where they can come back at us with force and violence. It's like when I got my ticket for beeping my horn. Okay? Take the ticket. It's going to be a long time before anything can actually be done. So, while Parliament is taking the friggin' weekend off, everybody's just got to calm down. If you get arrested or you get, all they're going to do is arrest you for mischief, right? So things have to, this is not a time to lose your cool. Period. Full stop. I do need a tan. It's February in Canada. And if you were looking at me through my YouTube channel, you would see I have much more color than this. This is a crappy phone. The camera on this particular phone is crappy. This one's pretty good. I know it's not Skippy Jones, but at the moment, what can be done about it? Patience, prayer, and stand. Yeah. Absolutely. Who said that? Absolutely, Diamond Dog. Hey, PJ, how are you? Ooh, we got another card. Oh, my God. This is what we've been talking about. All right. Okay. Oh, I'm getting... Now, remember, folks, when I do these cards, okay, I do not necessarily go by what the card book says. I go by what I get, okay? When I tried to work with the books, it gave me an idea, but, it wasn't, it gave me an idea, but I wasn't completely connecting because I was filtering it through somebody else's interpretation, the books, right? Okay, we got 3 cards here. Oh, wow. Hostilities. Go figure. Woman holding a heart. And woman holding a coin. Now, what I'm going to tell you, what I'm getting immediately, I'm cray cray. Oh, isn't that nice? Let me see who you are. If I'm cray cray, then you are blocked. It's that simple. Why? My channel, my rules. Okay? I'm being mishandled by YouTube enough. I don't need it from TikTok. So, hostilities. Obviously, hostilities are existing. But what I see here is not a man taking up battle. He's standing on guard. Okay? He's ready, but not acting on it. Do you understand? Love is always going to be the answer. Okay? But the problem with this is a lot of parliamentarians, not parliamentarians, a lot of people in high places confused about what love really is. For instance, I love my country. And they don't get that. And then there's a woman holding a coin, and this is upside down. So what I'm getting is we are standing on guard. The country is standing on guard. It's going to take the right kind of love and energy to get us through this. And the downside is this is all, there is stuff happening in the background. This is all about money. It's always been about money, not in a good way. Love always wins. Absolutely. Hey, Jacqueline. Hey, you know what? It is what it is. Oh, of course, Howard Stang said, you guys don't, you know what? The mainstream media is only going to feed you the narrative they want you to see. Don't believe it. It is only a tiny, it's like taking a fraction, a piece out of the puzzle, 2 or 3 pieces out of say a 500-piece puzzle. Okay, let's do this. Let's do it this way. Everybody in downtown Ottawa, all the peaceful protesters are pieces to a 1,000,000-piece jigsaw puzzle. 1,000,000 pieces. Let's just say 1,000,000. Nice round number. That's not cotton candy. That's fluff. And I don't eat cotton candy. It's just sugar. What's the point? So there's 1,000,000 pieces to this puzzle. That is the downtown core. All right. So they're going to take, out of the 1,000,000 pieces, they're going to take about 10. And they're going to piece them all together to show you what they want you to see. They want you to see people getting arrested. They want you to see, the police in riot gear and all that stuff. But it's still very peaceful. Nobody's arguing. Everybody's taking the ticket. And we just got to get through the weekend, because most of the people that show up are the people on the weekend. So if it's gonna play out. I promise you. Okay, I didn't mean it literally, okay? The way it's going to play out is it's going to go through Parliament. The Emergencies Act that Trudeau has invoked is going to do what he hoped it would do. And that's get everybody all stirred up and people arrested and give the police power to tidy up a little bit of downtown. And then afterwards, Parliament's going to say, no, this is totally unnecessary. And the Senate's going to say, no, totally unnecessary. You've made your point, kind of thing. All right? Because what's happening is the mandates are being lifted all over Canada anyway. So I don't understand why, right? I don't understand why this big power play. I mean, there's obviously somebody in power in Canada who's behaving like a spoiled, entitled, brat. Period. Full stop. It will get better. It will get better, right? Oh, honey, Jacqueline, don't worry about the pets. Don't worry about the pets. Okay? They're not going to do that. Are you kidding? They're going to start euthanizing protesters' pets? No. They're doing absolutely everything they can to get everybody agitated and anxious, which is something which is actually kind of really stupid to try and do right now. Do you know why? Because we've had 2 years of this shit. 2 years. All right? We're awake now. So none of this crap's going to work. They're talking about, oh, we're gonna call in Children's Aid Society. We're gonna euthanize your pets. We're gonna do this. We're gonna do that. No, you're not. No, you're not. That's against the law. Okay, right? Nobody's in danger, right? They're just trying to make everybody get all riled up, and it's not working. We're all just going, yeah, we'll take the ticket. You willing to lose your truck, buddy, right? I'm willing to lose my truck. This is freedom. I can always get another truck, right? Oh, well, the thing is, Carol, that is be peaceful and positive. That's right. Hey, 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 goodbye. Na, 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 na. Na, 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 na. Hey, turd. Oh, bye, bye. Anyway, thank you. Thank you, Mindy. So, well, if that's who his dad was. See, I may not have liked the Prime Minister Trudeau. He was a prick. Pierre Elliott. But he was a pro-Canadian. This would never have happened. Trudeau Jr. just got too big for his britches. So I mean, it's everything Trudeau is doing is not, I know. And that's the whole point. Wait till the lawsuits start happening. We're going to be years untangling from this. And the truckers at this point know that they have come way too far to not get their point across. Right? So, I mean, all he had to do was start doing, before they even arrived in Ottawa, all he had to say was, you know what? Omicron's been downgraded to the flu, the cold and flu. Numbers are dropping. Let's start opening up our country again. That's all he had to do. And the truckers would have turned around and went home. But no. He waited for them to show up and then hid. Please update myself. What do you mean update myself? I'm not telling anybody what their future holds. I'm not a fortune teller. You want a fortune teller, go to the circus. Yes, Joe Mama, it's good. It's good to hear that your husband's doing better. I'm really glad to hear that, he stands hopefully to make a full recovery, and we will continue to pray. We will continue to pray for your husband. Anyway, so that's just the state of but the truth is, I have not watched mainstream media news since before Christmas. And just in the last week, Howie's been watching mainstream media news, because even though they've orchestrated the pieces of the puzzle to make you see what they want you to see, there is ways to see the bigger picture through their manipulations. And that's what Howie's been watching the news. He's been watching not Netflix. He's been watching his phone, and he's been watching the news. Unfortunately, the news put me to the cracking point yesterday. I can't even hear JT's voice without wanting to pull my teeth out. I can't see his puppeting, repetitive face on the TV saying the same stuff over and over again without wanting to throw my TV through a window. So do you feel me? So Howie and I have this relationship. She makes up her own narrative and stands on the side of racism. Who's that? Who you talking about, crunchy hippie? Stands up. She makes up her own narrative and stands on the side of racism. Wow. So the leader that wears blackface is okay. Well put. Stands on the side of racism. What racism? There's only one race. It's called the human race. Everything else is just varying degrees of where we live in the world and what it's done to us. Skin color wise, eye color wise, hair color wise, all those things. Human race, one race. So I believe, who says I believe in Pat King? Who believes in Pat King? I don't throw that word believe around very much. Why? Because once you believe in something, you've set it in stone as a part of who you are. And there ain't much I believe in. I got faith. But I'd rather have a really good idea of what it means to be in connection with God, the source of everything, than believe in somebody else's written dogma. So, here we go. Human race, absolutely. I don't know, Miss Gracie. People are asking for you. You gonna come and make an appearance? She's pissed because I made meatballs today, and she only got one. Freedom of speech is as long as it agrees with you. Oh my God, are you actually talking about me, Crunchy Hippie? America isn't a peaceful nation like Canada. I expect major issues. Well, that's what I mean. It's like he was saying that he took a knee for Black Lives Matter. Do you honestly think he did? I think he did that to downplay his 3 different times of wearing blackface as a costume. It's like, oh, if I take a knee for Black Lives Matter, maybe they'll forgive me. I don't pretend to know what all of this stuff's about. I only know what I see. And if Crunchy Hippie comes up again, then I'm going to be booting them, because obviously they just, it's, you know, it's trolls are inevitable, aren't they? The more light and love you share, the more the trolls try and combat it. It's the balance of life. So I have to look at it as the haters and the trolls are actually proving my point that I'm doing the right thing, right? I'm making pomegranate jelly. Ooh. That sounds delicious. I still haven't made my blueberry blackcurrant jelly yet, or blueberry blackcurrant jam. And that reminds me, is the link in here? Yes. Copy. I'm just going to do this because it's never too soon to start getting ready for canning season. And the thing is like people said, those lids are made in China. Okay. So's all the stuff you buy at the dollar store, and half the stuff you buy in Walmart. These are stainless steel. They were designed by a U.S. company, and they, of course, they're being outsourced. They're being made in China, but to their specifications. So they've been tested. They're 4 millimeters thicker. I think it's 4 millimeters thicker than the average canning lid. I've never had one buckle or one fail. And if you use the half acre, you'll get 10% off. Really, really good jar lids. That's all I'm ever going to use. Yes, I have some Bernardin's saved us and put away, but I may actually give them away in a giveaway just because all I'm ever going to use is 4 jars, right? I made salted caramel apple cider jelly and Concord grape jelly for this weekend. Wow. That you're being incredibly tone deaf and selfish. Who's tone deaf and selfish? Please, guys, honestly, ignore the trolls. If I can't get them, hi, Tina. If I can't get to them to block them, just ignore them. Trolls live on attention. Okay? So if you don't talk to them, you don't comment on them or anything like that, they will starve to death and leave and go hunt meatier prey. Yeah, they're a little bit on the pricey side, but they're really not bad, and they are available to Canada too. And if you order them and you're in Canada and you order them and you notice that the shipping's really high, just contact them and say, hey, what the hell, right? You know, if we do, yeah, I get it, Kimmy, I get it. Nurse testimonies tell all you are exhausting them. I'm exhausting what? You know, you can. Hey, is that Angie? I'm gonna start getting my pectin from the Ooh, oh, and somebody just showed up. Oh, here we go. Well, you took your sweet time, didn't you? Y'all see her? You took your sweet time. She let me clean her ear today. I got to get some Q-tips. I have to get some Q-tips because trying to clean her ears with Kleenex. And it's only the one ear. This one. It looks much better though, doesn't it, baby? Oh, my goodness. You got a kiss? Where's my kiss? Where's my kiss? Please. Thank you. She doesn't give me tongue, thank goodness. She says that for Daddy. You want a treat, baby? You want a treat? Well, thank you. Did I disrupt your nap? Did I disrupt your napping yours? Her favorite, plain old paws. All right, thank you, darling. She says, that was her big appearance. Find a live in Ottawa. Things are bad. Okay, sweetheart, it's not as bad as you think. All right, this is all fear-mongering. The Archangel Raphael. Okay, now archangels are known for battling. Okay? But this is the heart chakra we're talking about. So what I'm getting is we will win, but we have to let love, common sense, patience, and tolerance to rule our actions. This really dicey times. Love. What's in a bag? Cops are hurting the crowds. Well, my husband works in Ottawa, so I will hear what he has to say when he gets home. You know, and I think these energy oracle cards. Oh, let's do the Starseed Oracle. Amish pectin. I don't use pectin at all. Do you know that? I don't use, like I have my homemade pectin, but I don't bother even making it anymore. Because when I make jam, I just get it to the point of the consistency I need it to. And I never cook more than 6 cups of fruit and 6 cups of sugar at the same time. And I boil it to gel stage, and that's it. There's honey, Terry Lukasevich, Lukasevich, there's always snipers. It's the parliament buildings. They're always there when there's crowds. Always. It's not new. Healing. Yeah. He works to heal people's minds, spirits, and bodies so they can enjoy peace and good health. Well, the thing is what I'm getting from this was love. Oh, and I'm in my new desk chair. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm going to tilt this up. I don't need you seeing my flabby legs. Hey, KQL. Wow. The void. The void. Stop. Embrace winter. Great cosmic womb. And it's true. Winter is the cosmic womb. This is the time when we rest and rebuild our strength for spring, the birthing of life, right? But I'm getting here also that there's the first word is stop. Stop feeding negative energy into what's going on. It's only going to make things worse. We all got to join hearts and join hands and start singing and praying and praising. Because that's the only thing that drives out the darkness is light and love and unity. So stop. Use this time to regroup and get ready for full-on life again. I know what they're doing, but I'm telling you, you're only seeing bits and pieces. All right? This is just the police using their muscle to get their point across, to get Trudeau's point across. He's using them like his own private thugs to get his point across. But the truth is, once everybody's been muscled around, they're hoping they're going to be muscling people around into anxiety and uncertainty, but it's too late for that. We already know where we are and why we are, right? We already know why we're here in this time period in our lives. So we just have to remain calm and don't engage. If you are facing, now think about this, if you were facing a standing grizzly bear, are you going to cut and run? Absolutely not. You'll get chased. So you stand and you be very still and you make no threatening movements. And pretty soon, if you're lucky and smart, it will just walk away. Right? They're being charged with mischief and being released. Exactly. Right? And the thing is, they're pepper spraying them. Are you sure? The thing is take the ticket. Take the ticket. Do you know how many months and months and months these fines are going to be in court? They're going to be flooded. They're going to be so flooded that most of them will be thrown out before they can even be gotten to. This is a parliamentary protest, if you will. It will pass. We will get through. We just have to remain calm. Well, Sandra, if people are being pepper sprayed, it's because if people are being pepper sprayed, then it's because they are not, they've done something to piss the cops off. I know that's a stupid thing to say, but ours is a peaceful protest. And the only way a cop's going to pepper spray you is if you make some kind of overture that makes the cop feel defensive. And that's what I'm saying. Remain calm. Breathe. Lock arms, lock hearts. Sing, "We shall overcome." Because that's not only to the people of darker skin. We shall overcome. We shall I was born in the 60s, man. We shall overcome. We shall overcome one day. Oh, deep in my heart, I do believe we shall overcome one day. That says it all. You can't bring a country to this kind of protest and not find resolution. Unfortunately, our prime minister just ran and hid and started having temper tantrums behind closed doors and in Parliament too. Do you honestly think they're going to let this continue? So what if the talks are suspended for the weekend? It's just giving, it's just giving the police time to stir up shit. All right? And we won't engage. The pepper spraying is in France. Okay. Yeah, well, singing the songs of dead people who won't see their family again. Do you know what? I don't know where or what you mean by that, and I hope it isn't negative. But the truth is, they took a really nasty virus. They threw a bunch of senior citizen homes under the bus and created a crisis so that they could get everybody injected for whatever reason. Yeah, I can't talk about this anymore. I can't talk that is my personal opinion, by the way. That is my personal opinion. Hey, Vicky. Yeah, we got about a foot of snow last night. So, Earth School. Okay, I'm not even going to read. Well, I will. Life lessons, soul growth, study, and higher learning. Are you hearing that? Earth School. Anybody born in this time period, anybody who's living right now in this time period, chose to be here to witness this in history. Now, not everybody is going to understand what is happening. So, excuse me. I'll be right back. That is the oven. I got to go take the lid off of supper. Think about this. Earth School. We're here. Why? We're here now. Why? I'll be right back, folks. Sorry about that. My husband's on his way home and he will want supper. Now, Earth School. Not everyone who is witnessing what's going on in the world right now is awake and understands what's happening. I'm going to say 70% of the world is just complying because they don't know what else to do. Okay? There are volunteers who will never be awake. But for one reason or another, we are all on this planet to learn something. And this is such an important time to learn. Okay? Remember, you know, our energy, our souls, they go on forever. They go on forever. The body is the only thing that goes. So we are here. We chose this time to be here, to bear witness, or to be volunteers, but to bear witness to what can happen. Ronald Reagan said, freedom is never free. It's only one generation away from total extinction. You're only one generation from freedom to enslavement away. Freedom is not something. Freedom has been paid for, bought and paid for by the blood of uncles and fathers and grandfathers and cousins. But it's not something you get to keep. You still have to earn it and fight for it. Unfortunately, there's many, many people on the planet today who don't even understand what real freedom is. Freedom is not a reward for good behavior. That's prison. Freedom is our birthright. And in order to keep it, it sometimes calls for a struggle. But always, always, always base those decisions on love. Well, that's right. They give prisoners privileges for good behavior, don't they? You don't earn freedom for good behavior. That's prison. Freedom is what we take, what we keep, what our forefathers fought for. And if we have to, amen. It is a beautiful day outside. I actually stood out in the cold and watched Gracie. I couldn't stay out long because Howie's going to come home and he's going to start snow blowing. Because our plow guy, our snowman, Jimmy came and he plowed. Howie had to take my truck this morning. We got dumped with a foot of snow. And my truck has four-wheel drive. He had to use that to get out of the driveway. So he'll be home soon and he'll probably want to snow blow. Supper's in the oven. Well, unfortunately, Andrea, many people have just given their freedom away. That's the problem. Do you honestly think at this point, and I'm sorry, folks, I'm probably going to get dinged for this, but at this point, do you honestly think it's about our health? What does any of this have to do with our health? None of it. Not none of it. None of it. No, true. Hey, Aces. I don't know how to invite you to go live. I don't know how to invite you to go live. The problem is people misplace their trust. Well, absolutely. But seriously, think about this. You go and look at my Rumble channel. You go look at any one of the last 3 videos I've uploaded. And it shows on video the things that were said to get JT in, the things he said to get in, the promises that were made, and every single one of them broken. Every single one. Why is he still allowed to be there? Okay? And honestly, all politics at this point are corrupt as far as I'm concerned, right? We voted that man in on a red wave across the country. He was the new hope. He talked about fighting and protecting Canadians' rights and freedoms, not just against corporations who might take advantage, but of the politicians that might take advantage. That was in his campaign. But now he's stomping all over our rights, and he thinks he's found a loophole, and he wants to suspend our Charter of Rights. If you're American, would you allow somebody to suspend your Bill of Rights? I know, Isabella. That's a beautiful name. But whale and orca elders, share your song, frequency of sound, diving deep. Now, this is what I'm talking about. Okay? Share your frequency. All right? It's another one of the reasons if they're using this sound piercing equipment or whatever the heck it is, LRD or whatever it is. Okay? Nothing man-made will ever be allowed to take from you your frequency to connect with other human beings, with other spiritual beings. Because remember, we're spiritual beings having a human experience, right? So you got to listen to the elders. Tune your frequency into a place that is beyond this, that's constantly been barraging us for 2 years. Tune your frequency into our elders, our past elders, our spiritual elders, okay, our cosmic elders. Listen to them. Don't listen to the chaos that is constantly being blared at us and has been for 2 years. If you listen, you will hear it. But not everybody can, because not everybody is here to get the lesson. Some people are just here to be cannon fodder to the cosmos, cannon fodder to the agenda of what's going on in the planet. And that's, they want to change our Bill of Rights. The word communist was mentioned in our government. They said it would be a better country. Yeah. See, yeah. This is why, it's funny because it's kind of like Trudeau and Biden are holding hands across the border going, don't let go. If you let go, I got to let go. Don't let go. We're going to win. Too many people are awake to what's going on. All right. Hey, Seashell. Yes, spring is just around the corner. All my babies are starting to come up. Wow, that one really flew out. Jump in. Jump in. Andromedan energy. Adventure. Say yes to change. You know what I'm getting from this? We have been complacent far too long. Drink blood, evil Satan people. Who's that? Who's that? I get a big kick. Okay, anyway, wait a second. Jump in. If you know what is happening in your life is not supposed to be happening, or it is wrong, then jump in. Say yes to change. We've been sitting around allowing other people to make... Our government is way too big for its britches. Do you get that? right? Our governments are way too big. They're too easily manipulated from the inside. There's too many moving parts, especially in Canada. Complacency is a destroyer. Absolutely. On another note, I always spend, and today is quite a day in Canada. I can't believe how many officers agreed to do this to peaceful protesters. It's insane. I have to trust that God has got this. Absolutely. You know, think about it. Let's be logical. Okay? This little display of power is going to be very short-lived. Do you know why? And I'm not talking about the truckers. This little display of parliamentary power is going to be short-lived. Why? Because it's a scare tactic. That's all it is. Do you honestly think that all of the cabinet minute, like all of the Senate and all of the voting members of Parliament are going to allow him to do this? If nothing else, they're showing him for what he is so that they can usher in the blue wave of Pierre Poilievre. I personally think all government needs to be deconstructed and regrown from the people up. We need a more direct democracy is what we need. What's going on, Seashell? Sore throats. Drinking some lemon tea. You got honey in that, baby? Especially in the U.S., government is much too large. The people of America are not haters, as the media wants people in the world to believe. They keep throwing out the word racist. And I mean, I don't get it. Like, how old is that word, racist? What does racist mean? And I'm not talking about the literal version. Think about this. It's a word. Racist. Meaning you have decided views about what race means. I'm not a racist. I don't have any decided views about what race means. All I have is the view that we have one race, the human race. Everything else is fluff on the friggin' furniture. Right? Getting rid of the truckers in Ottawa. Well, of course they're going to have a hard time. Everybody's agreeing with the cops. The pepper sprays in France. Everybody's agreeing with, okay, arrest me. Give me a ticket. Fine me. Are you prepared to lose your truck? Yes. Because without freedom, what good is it to me? Right? Are you prepared to have all your assets seized? Yes. Because without freedom, what good is it to me? Are you prepared to go to jail? Yes. Because without freedom, I'm already there. Right? Woo! Look at that. Do you see these things flying? Star family. You're a part of a team of souls. Call in support. Are you guys listening to what the cards are saying? Okay? You are a part of a team of souls. It's called the human race. And if you know you're a part of a team, you can face anything. God bless our truckers. God bless them. They have my full and unswerving support. I mean, Jane Zero called me last night. It's all worried, you know. They're seizing bank accounts and stuff. And I said, it'll be short-lived. Because everything they're doing is tyranny, and it's going to end. We just have to wait them out with love and calmness and peace. Wait them out. Elderberry is really good for you. Aunt Angie lives in Sweden, and they have elderberry trees. There's elderberries around here. It's just I got to find them. Every time I see the blossoms in the spring, I go, I got to remember where that is, and I never remember where I saw it. Ooh, what do we got now? Last card of the day. Again, you saw me shuffle, right? Earth School. We are spiritual beings having a human experience. You got to ask yourself, why did you choose? Now, we chose, but our memories were wiped when we came into this body. Do you know why? Because it would defeat the purpose of coming to Earth School if you already knew all the answers. And obviously, you failed the test the first time. Earth School. If you understand that your soul is growing, if you see what's happening, Winnipeg, much love. Well, thank you, Waverly. Winnipeg. This card keeps coming up for a reason. It means pay attention to what your conscious, your inner meter is telling you. Stand strong, stand tall, be brave. Bravery is not running in to danger. That's foolishness. That's stupidity. Bravery is remaining calm in the face of fear and standing your ground, even though you're still afraid. You stand because you know you're standing for what's right. Earth School. Do you really want to live through this again? I cries today when Viva Frey was live streaming and the crowd was facing the police and singing "Oh Canada." Gotta do it now. Gotta do it. This is the Mrs. Wolfie from Life with the Wolfies and from TikTok saying, "Oh Canada, our home," and this is the version I learned, so don't correct me, okay? "Our home and native land, true patriot love, in all thy sons command. With glowing hearts we see thee rise, the true north strong and free. From far and wide, O Canada, we stand on guard for thee. God keep our land glorious and free. O Canada, we stand on guard for thee. O Canada, I stand on guard for thee. Drop that puck. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for putting up with my really loud off-key voice. My ears are bleeding. Do you not know you are supposed to be standing when you sing the national anthem? You do you, boo. Okay? And if your ears are bleeding, you could have left on the first note. I love you guys. Take care. God bless. Patrons, I will see you in just over an hour. All right? Take care. God bless. I love you guys. Mwah! Don't forget, love always wins. Patience, tolerance, and the certainty that you know what you're standing for. All right? Take care. God bless.